The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Okay, you probably heard this before. This is not by any means my idea, creation. But I'm going to use it. I'll remind you of it again. Let's say we decide that we've tried compromise and we've tried working together. We've tried bipartisan, just doesn't work. And so what we decide to do is give the Democrats half the country and the Republicans half of the country. And we draw a line somewhere down the middle of the country, it doesn't matter where we draw the line. And on one side of the line, everybody is Republican. On the other side of the line, everybody is Democrat. How long is it going to be before people want to cross over? And who is it that will be first to cross over to the other side? There's no question about it. The arrangement would not work because the Democrats would try to climb over the wall within a week. And it would become an immigration problem that we Republicans would have. We'd have put Sheriff Arpaio in charge of it. But I don't think it would work. I think the Democrats, they would dig tunnels. They would grab onto drones. They'd fly drones over the border to whatever they could because and I dare say there are few, and everybody volunteers, by the way. You get to volunteer what side you're going to live on. You're not assigned. If you're Republican, you go there. Say you're Republican, that's where you go. Say you're Democrat, liberal, you go over there. Independents, got to choose. Got to choose a side. Moderates, got to choose a side. You can't live half the time in both places. You got to choose. And there's no question what would happen. The Democrats would be the first to try to escape their half of the country. What percentage of the people living on the Democrat side of the country would even work? And of those that do work, how many of them would be willing to share what they get? You'd have an exodus. The plan wouldn't last a year. And there's no doubt about that. And I don't care who you pose this to. And meanwhile, if things are as they are now, I don't know. There might be some screwball Republicans that want to change sides because they figure they chose wrong in the first place. Who knows? I mean, but it wouldn't be anywhere like the mass exodus of Democrats to the Republican half of the country. And you know who'd be leaving? What kind of Democrats would be the first to try to get, not the politicians, the rich. Rich Democrats would be the first to leave. And, well, it is the politicians. They'd be the first to leave, but then what would they do? The minute they got to the Republican side, they'd start trying to corrupt it, just like the Yankees leaving the North, going to the South today do. And they leave liberalism because they can't pay their property taxes, the income taxes. They take their liberalism, they go to these states like Texas and Florida and other places where there's no income tax states, and they demand everybody live the way they want them to live. Anyway, greetings and welcome back, folks. It's great to have you here. Rush Limbaugh on the EIB network.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.